Our strengths is bouncing back.
The whole city's actually on fire right now.
Full confidence, from top to bottom that we're going to come back and get back in the game.
Let's go Mariners!
Every single night is a battle, and we want to earn every single win.
It doesn't feel like this team gives up.
Come right back at them and bounce back. I think we'll be ready.
The Mariners are back in the playoffs for the first time in 3 years, and they are the division champs for the first time since 2001. Thank you for watching this special Mariners pregame show. I'm Madison Wade, and this is King 5 Plus. First pitch in Game 2 against the Tigers is just 30 minutes away. Here's King 5's Chris Egan with a recap of Game 1.
George Kirby making his second playoff start yesterday. Brian Wu is not on the roster for the ALDS. He could join the team for the ALCS, but the Mariners need to get past the Tigers first. George Kirby looking strong early in this game. First inning, he strikes out the side, and T-Mobile Park was rocking. Kirby had 8 strikeouts in the game. In the fourth inning, the good times keep coming. Julio Rodriguez, one of the hottest hitters in baseball since the All-Star break, sends one deep, and that is gone. Julio with his first career postseason home run, 1-0 Mariners. Kerry Carpenter loves facing George Kirby. In the fifth inning, Carpenter takes Kirby deep. That's a 2-run shot. Carpenter is now 5 for 11 against Kirby in his career. All 5 hits, home runs, 2-1 Detroit. In the sixth inning, Randy Arozarena, Cal Raleigh both get on base, and then Julio Rodriguez comes through again, sends one to the right side. Arozarena scores. That makes it a 2-2 game, and this game would go to extra innings. In the 11th, the Tigers have 1 on, 2 outs. Zach McKinstry sends one up the middle. That scores a run, and the Tigers now lead it 3-2. The Mariners need to answer in the bottom of the 11th. Julio Rodriguez gets on with a single, his 3rd hit of the game, but then Josh Naylor grounds out. That's the game. Tigers win it in 11 innings, 3-2, and take a 1-0 series lead.
Although the game did not end how Seattle Mariners fans want it to, Seattle is still buzzing with excitement this weekend, especially with Game 2 on our heels. King 5 Sebastian Robertson and Arielle Orsuto are live as fans are heading into the ballpark. And guys, there's a lot of fans also leaving the Seahawks game, which just wrapped up, and probably heading into a doubleheader for the Mariners game. What can we expect today from the Mariners, Arielle?
Yeah, well, for the Mariners today, well, first of all, as you said, the fans are leaving and coming. Right now, we're seeing a lot of the fans that are leaving the Seahawks game, obviously having some mixed emotions from that one. But the fans that are going into the Mariners games, they are hoping to see a big bounce-back performance from yesterday. What they saw yesterday, their team was definitely, they were connecting on a lot of pitches, getting contact, just not getting it out of the park or out of where they wanted to get it. Today, they're going to have a little bit of a problem facing Tarek Skubal. He's one of the best pitchers in the entire world, possibly a defending Cy Young Award winner for the American League. Last time they faced him, they rang up a 7.20 ERA, Sebastian. Absolutely insane. They're hoping they can have that same performance again today.
We talk about must wins in sports. This isn't by definition a must win. They could lose and stay alive, but you talk about that uphill climb. If they lose tonight, they're going to have to win 3 in a row. Nobody wants to be in that position.
Everybody talks about momentum in the playoffs, and that is key. Obviously, just like what Sebastian just said, taking that momentum into Detroit. You need to win this game to carry some momentum as you head into Detroit, where you play 2. At this point, no matter what, you're playing 2 there. Hopefully, you win tonight, you play 2 there, you're done. Otherwise, Game 5 necessary back here on Friday. Maybe you win here in front of your home fans.
From the fan perspective, we're seeing like a changing of the guard here in Soto. We're seeing a lot of green Seahawks fans. I have the Seahawks jersey on, doing what I'm about to do, which is changing out of the Seahawks gear. I talked to one guy who said he's going to his car to take off his Seahawks jersey to put on the Mariners jersey so he can come back and get back into the game.
So I was at the Seahawks game. My favorite thing was leaving the Seahawks game just a few minutes ago and watching the fans that were leaving that game, taking a sweatshirt off, putting a Mariners, jersey on. That's my favorite, because that's what this is all about right here. Right here in Soto, we get the fever, we get the fervor, we get all of that right here on this block.
Fever and fervor. Fans have about an hour and a half?
Not even. We are literally about a half hour away from first pitch. We're going to get you ready here.
First pitch. I also let's talk for a minute about the hot ticket. Plenty of sports fans that have been here, born and raised in Seattle, are saying this could very well be the best weekend for sports in the city. And you talk about a hot ticket. Mariners tickets for the playoffs went on sale Thursday, was 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks ago. They sold out immediately, and now we're seeing those tickets pop up on markets like StubHub, SeatGeek. I saw one out there, a single game ticket, 1 seat, $800.
And that's honestly, I'm surprised it's not even higher. It probably will get higher as we get further along into the playoffs, and hopefully we do. Soon enough, we're going to grab some of these fans that are waiting to get into the Mariners games, kind of talk to them about how they're feeling about this game. We're going to send it back to you, though,
I'm going to change as well.
Okay.
Yes, it is time now to put on your Mariners gear and head towards Soto if you're not already down here. Again, we are live right now on King 5 Plus. If you're just joining us, we're about 30 minutes away from first pitch of our second game against the Tigers, Mariners versus Tigers. And right now, we are hoping for a win after a heartbreaking loss yesterday in 11 innings, extra innings. King 5's morning anchor Jake Wittenberg made a wager at the very start of the season. If you were an avid King 5 watcher, you probably remember this moment. The Mariners returned to the playoffs. He would shave a Mariners logo on his head. This week, he kept his word. Take a look.
I've never touched a razor before, so it's going to be exciting. Hopefully not bloody. Sorry in advance, Jake.
Good morning, Rex. How are you?
Doing great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You ready?
Let's hit a home run.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, this will be my first time too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so
wow, great. We'll learn together.
Yeah. Let's hit the grand slam with an S. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a finger like this.
Yeah.
Hold it like this, and then just kind of make a little bit of an arc in here.
I'm
engaged.
Oh, this is scary.
Check, please.
Nothing's going on back here. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Perfect. How far in do I push it?
Until right before it starts bleeding. Bleeding.
Well, that's a good choice.
Get in there. Yep.
What would be a harder letter, though?
Feeling progress back there.
So,
How you doing so far, buddy?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm getting a lot of help.
Got to show the team we stand behind them.
Absolutely.
Rex, you're a lifelong Mariners fan, right?
Yep. Definitely went to games as a kid with my dad. Couldn't be more excited about what's going on right now with our Mariners. To say the World Series is in the horizon is extremely special. We just got to keep on believing and then just keep fighting. You want to see it?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to reveal. All right, here we go. Oh my word, that is so cool.
Oh my.
That is so cool. Wow. This is for the Mariners. This is it.
Let's go, Hams.
This is it. Let's go, Hams.
Let's go, Hams.
Let's go, Hams. Awesome. Wow.
And you know the best part about that is that Jake has to keep it fresh as we continue in the playoff hunt right now. After the Mariners punched their playoff ticket last month, retailers scrambled to print playoff gear for all the fans to purchase. King 5's Natalie Swaby has that story.
The Mariners' playoff clinch has sparked a merchandise frenzy across the city. In Seattle, at Moss Green Inc., workers raced to meet demand, producing 1,000 shirts in just an hour and a half. But one post-game moment is driving this production rush. Cal Raleigh's rally cry caught the attention of local retailers, Simply Seattle.
About 45 minutes later, after Kyle says his line to go win the whole thing, we've got a t-shirt ready on our website. And those are the things you can't plan for.
I mean, it's exciting. He's compassionate, and it's a great time to be a Mariner and a Mariners fan. Every time any Seattle sports team does well, especially the Mariners that haven't been hot for a while, it's huge for us business-wise because we know our fans are diehard and they want to wear stuff to support the team in the city.
The quote now appears on thousands of shirts flying off the shelves. Simply Seattle's general manager believes the shirt will be a bestseller. Of course, they will be watching to see if tonight's game creates new memorable moments.
And coming up next, a look at today's forecast for the game, and it's a great one. Some new ballpark bites available for fans this postseason as well. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We are live right now on King 5 Plus. I'm Madison Wade. Thank you for joining us. We are just minutes away from first pitch of Game 2 against the Tigers for the Mariners series in the playoffs. King 5 Sebastian Robertson and Arielle Orsuto are live outside T-Mobile Park talking to a lot of fans as they head on inside. Sebastian, what's the atmosphere like out there? Are people excited, obviously?
Hey, Madison, we are in, I guess you could call an intermission on the biggest sports week in Seattle ever, is what I'm hearing from fans. We are about 19 some minutes, 20 some minutes away from first pitch. in what Arielle and I are just going to call a must-win for the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close at least, right? I mean, for momentum's sake, at least we can call it that, a must-win.
And let me just say, the Mariners are not out if they lose. We want to get that misconception out of here, but they are in that very difficult sports position of having to come back and win 3 in a row in order to keep their postseason dreams alive. One man made the trip from Auburn. Rodney from Auburn, how's it going? You look the part.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, I am so stoked. The Mariners are going to be playing a great game tonight. I think they learned a little something last night, and the whole team's going to show up, and we're going to have a good game and go into... Go Mariners! Just what the guy says, right?
So, Rodney, you grew up in Seattle. You said remembering a little kid seeing the Kingdome being built. How big of a weekend is this? Does anything compare?
Nothing compares to this. I've been a season ticket holder for the Seahawks now for 29 years and have never just walked across the street to another game, let alone wearing my Seahawks garb.
Rodney, I have to ask you though, obviously you're wearing your Seahawks garb, so we can tell that you were clearly just at that game, but we know how that game just ended, a little bit of heartbreak. Does the Mariners game that you're about to go to take a little bit of the sting out?
Oh yeah, you betcha, because these guys are prime. They're playing their best, right? They're going to show up for Seattle, and we're going to take this all the way. World Series in Seattle, right here.
How's the voice doing? Are you going to do a little chamomile tea, some lemon water?
Well, you know, my voice is fine. I practice. You know, I got to do the screaming. If we could, as a city, make a little bit more noise tonight, we might be able to help with that team out.
Rodney from Auburn, we won't keep you anymore. You have business to attend to.
He's got quite the diaphragm. He can handle the scream.
You want give you a good Mariners?
Go
Let's
for it.
go.
Ready? I'll hold it way out here so it'll capture it perfectly.
Go Mariners!
You heard it from Rodney himself. Back to you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Rodney looks like Superman out there. I love it. We love to see all the Seahawks gear transitioning to the Mariners gear. And today is a great day for some baseball and football. Adam Claybon has your forecast.
Hey there, M's fans. I am King 5 meteorologist Adam Claybon. So here we go, game 2, and it's going to be a different feel in the air as we are going to have those clear skies, and it's going to cool down rather quickly once we head on into the night. Temperatures in the low 60s around first pitch, but with the clear skies around, 50s are ahead, and we're going to have that fall-like October-ish type of feel in the air. Kind of great for October baseball, right? Clear skies and cool conditions here through the night and into early tomorrow morning. Now the afternoons here to start off the work week, milder, mostly seeing 70s for highs, and we are going to see a few more showers by the middle part of the week as we do start to change up things just a bit. So you can see Monday and Tuesday highs near 70, plenty of sunshine out there, a chance of showers coming back into the picture by Wednesday. Let's get this one done today, guys, and cheer real loud, get home safe, and let's go Mariners.
We know this season has been so special in so many ways, especially for kids at Seattle Children's who have formed a special bond with a Mariners coach. It's not unusual for professional teams to do outreach with local hospitals just to help deliver a few extra smiles. Here's King 5's Jim Nelson.
The Mariners' first division title in 24 years is well within reach. A chance to seize the moment.
What's going on?
That might as well be the mantra of bullpen coach Tony Arnerich.
If I can bring them some hope and some smiles again, that's what it's all about.
He's made a habit of visiting kids at Seattle Children's to lift their spirits. He's also invited kids to meet the team to get that big league treatment.
Kids, shouldn't have to go through stuff like that, and there's no reason. It's just bad luck, really, that they're born with something.
This is Cove. Yeah, he's 13 months. He just learned to crawl.
Cove and his family made the trip from Kent earlier this season.
He was born essentially with a half of a heart.
They were invited after stumbling across Arnerich's story on social media.
It's just kind of felt like you feel seen, and we always want him to feel normal, but to be also appreciated for, the things that he's gone through. So, yeah. Yeah.
And in the process, they've met somebody who's fought some of those same battles.
To know someone's thriving and doing well, is a public figure, and has a great life and has gone through something similar, that gives hope.
Arnerich is that public figure.
So when I was born, they told my parents I had a heart condition, and so when I was 2, I had open heart surgery, and then they said eventually you're probably going to have your valve replaced.
In 2012, he had more surgery, but that time there were complications.
It didn't look good for a while, but I was able to luckily, get through it and come out on the other side. And now I'm here, and I feel like I owe it to a lot of people to give back because I'm really fortunate to be here.
Seizing the moment.
Mariners fans heading to T-Mobile Park for the postseason can also enjoy new food options. 6 items are being added to the menu. They are claws and caviar. All right, it was a good pitching matchup in Game 1. Game 2 stands to be even better. Taking a live look at T-Mobile Park as fans are starting to pour in right now for Game 2. Let's take a look at who will be on the mound for this game. Tarek Skubal goes for the Tigers. The former Seattle U hurler can throw 100 miles an hour, just 2.21 ERA. Luis Castillo throws for the M's. He was 3-1 in September, has given up just 3 runs over his last 4 starts. Castillo is excited to go.
La adrenalina. Yeah,
I think the adrenaline is different. These kinds of games, they come with a lot of intensity. So I think, or I hope that, today's game, the fans bring it and bring that intensity.
I mean, it's always good to get back to this city. This city means a lot to me. Obviously, I spent 4 years here. I was born in California, raised in Arizona, but I feel like I kind of grew up here, in college, kind of getting independent and stuff. So this place will always have a special place in my heart for sure.
It's an outstanding matchup for tonight. Castillo against last year's Cy Young Award winner. Fans are streaming into T-Mobile Park for Game 2 against the Tigers. King 5 Sebastian Robertson and Arielle Orsuto are live outside with the fans ahead of the game. So Arielle, what are the keys to today's game and to make sure that the Mariners get a win?
Well, it's really just the people you were just talking about, Tarek Skubal, Luis Castillo. It's going to be this pitching matchup for sure, especially just handling Tarek Skubal, one of the best pitchers in the world. As she mentioned, defending Cy Young Award winner, probably going to be a 2-time Cy Young Award winner this year. Can the Mariners get to him, rattle him early, and try to just get some hits? Last night, they were just trying to be too big, really just trying to get those home run hits. You even mentioned that, right? And so can they just do what they know how to do, swing for the middle?
There was definitely a feeling that everybody wanted to be a hero last night and get that big home run. I think it comes down to momentum. They want to get on the board early with runs, and they don't want to lose this game, because then you have that uphill battle that nobody wants to be in, where you must win 3 in a row. You talk about the energy here in Soto. We talked to several people born and raised in this city that say this is the biggest sports Saturday in the history of the city. You have the Seahawks that lost in that heartbreaker by a field goal just as the clock was running out. You got about a half-hour changing of the guard here, where we're seeing the green go away and coming back with the Mariners trident.
Just heard the roar of the crowd just now as the fireworks just went off right behind us at T-Mobile Park. So things are definitely picking up here.
And this is the hot ticket in town. The tickets went on sale for postseason single ticket games 2 Thursdays ago. They sold out almost immediately. We were checking on the secondhand market. We're looking at $800 tickets. Parking everywhere in the city has just been outrageous. Some lots well over $100. So we're seeing a lot of people take the light rail in. A lot of
you and I have done other transportation.
I lime biked here just under 3 miles. It was great. Zipping.
I took my e-bike here yesterday.
So there's really no understating just how big of a weekend this is.
Yeah, and as we're talking to fans, we're asking like if this is kind of taking the sting off of the last game. It is, because they're so excited for this Mariners team. They think this is the year that they're going to get it done. But if they lose tonight, I don't know if we're going to be hearing the same story.
I don't know if this will make anybody feel better, but the Mariners have been an organization since 1977, 48 years without a World Series appearance. You remember the Cubs a couple of years ago? You know how long their drought was before they went to the World Series?
100 years.
108 years.
This is the year, is what Sebastian saying.
Do what you will with that information. I'm just putting it out there.
Mariners fans are excited for tonight's game. We are just minutes away from first pitch. The Mariners, as they're enjoying October baseball, a lot of people are wondering, how did we get here? Some fans are crediting an Etsy witch for turning the Mariners streak around. As you know, baseball can be superstitious. The spell was cast. Mariners have been on a hot streak. Some fans are convinced that this witch is working her magic. It's the very latest in a long line of baseball superstitions, from rally caps turned inside out, shoes on heads, as you might remember from the playoff series just a few years ago, and now apparently a little hocus pocus from Etsy.
Searched Etsy witch on Etsy and found the first one that did generic spells, and typed in my request for get them to win games and maybe win the World Series.
Up online, so much so that people have offered to pay Stephen back for his Etsy witch. Instead, he has people donate to the Trevor Project, a nonprofit that provides mental health support for the LGBTQ community. And thank you so much for watching this special Mariners pregame show. You can find more post-game coverage right here on King 5 Plus after the game. So again, Game 2 happening just minutes away. Go Mariners, and stay tuned for King 5 Plus for all your post-game coverage right after the Mariners game.